Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
The grey one again.
Door's been swinging off its hinges all day.
Oh my, certainly took my request to heart.
Mean you weren't being serious? Still got time to change.
Don't you dare. You look great. You get everything?
Learn anything else about Albert?
Well, almost none of the mages have heard of him. An amateur, I guess.
So why the interest? Temple guards first, then hunters?
He's easy prey, and that's exactly why we should help him.
Everything's ready. We can go.
A shame events like this are so rare. Without them, I'd never get to see you dressed up.
Damn doublets chafing my armpits, and it feels like they sewed wires into this.
I'll be sure to admire your valiant suffering the whole time. Well then, shall we go?
Greetings, my lord, my lady.
We're Lady Ingrid Vegelbud's guests.
Your invitation, please. All's in order. You'll find Lady Vegelbud in the estate's yard. Look for the parrot mask. One more thing. Leave your swords here, please.
Fine.
A pleasant evening to you both.
It's beautiful here. I haven't been outside the city in ages.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Made himself at home. Track mudding all over the floors.
Maybe she'll finally move in with him. High time.
Oh my, certainly took my request to heart.
Mean you weren't being serious? Still got time to change.
Don't you dare. You look great. You get everything?
Learn anything else about Albert?
Well, almost none of the mages have heard of him. An amateur, I guess.
So why the interest? Temple guards first, then hunters?
He's easy prey, and that's exactly why we should help him.
Everything's ready. We can go.
A shame events like this are so rare. Without them, I'd never get to see you dressed up.
Damn doublets chafing my armpits, and it feels like they sewed wires into this.
I'll be sure to admire your valiant suffering the whole time. Well then, shall we go?
Greetings, my lord, my lady.
We're Lady Ingrid Vegelbud's guests.
Your invitation, please. All's in order. One more thing. Leave your swords here, please.
Fine.
A pleasant evening to you both.
It's beautiful here. I haven't been outside the city in ages.
How could he? With that scrawny harlot!
Come now, don't cry. After all, he's not... Do you want to get slapped? Do you want to get slapped?
How could he?
I must steal a kiss, milady. You shall see. Just stand still and remove your mask.
After all, he's not... You're drunk, sir. I shall tell your wife.
Do so, but first...
To my mind, they're getting their just desserts. I've never been fond of sausages.
Hello, Vivian. No use pretending you don't know me. Is that any way to treat an old mate? Refuse to acknowledge him?
There's been a mistake. I don't know you, sir.
Don't be foolish, Vivian. I'd recognize that mane anywhere. You might play the great dame now, but before that Baron Edward something pulled you from the gutter, you were a common...
Enough. The lady said she doesn't know you.
Who's this? The new one? Older than the last, it seems. A decrepit, moss-covered prick. So, the less they can, the more they pay. Is that it?
Let's go, Triss. Wouldn't want to make a scene.
Vivian! Hey! Oh, I liked you much better when you worked the carriages outside the passage floor. Come back.
What a
I'm not
jackass.
done with you.
On a clear day, you can see Nilfgaard's banners through the city walls.
I'm a kraken!
My, is he ever sorted?
Stop whining and bring a shrimp and a trumpet!
Moritz, what are you doing here?
Little Miss Marigold. Well, well. And I was led to believe this would be an elegant affair.
Yes, I missed you too. But can we put that aside for now? Do you have a way out of Novigrad? You can join us if you want.
Join you? And just who would I join?
Your friends, among others. Once we've all gathered, I'll lead you.
You will lead. Forgive me, Marigold, but that is like allowing myself to be led by a lame duck. Farewell.
Who is that?
He's an old friend. His name's Moritz Diefenthal. Tell you the story later. Oh, let's look around.
You still speak to her?
Tis an offence to nature.
Horrible
Does the
mistake.
temple guard know what goes on there?
So, how goes it?
Gregor, have you seen Durgoff just moments ago? Oh, apologies, I mistook you for my friend, sir. He wears a similar mask.
General Voris.
Geralt of Rivia, so I was not entirely mistaken.
Pleasure, as always. This is...
A beautiful and mysterious lady. Let us leave the formalities to the event's end, when all will remove their masks. More fun that way, wouldn't you agree?
I would, sir.
And now I must beg your pardon. I really must find Durgoff, and quickly. A lovely evening to you both. You'll not find much to do in... Yes?
The truth is,
Good
we're
day.
already dependent. Ah, another challenger. Please join us. Sir Devenant just vacated his place at the table. It's rather unlikely he'll be back.
What happened to him?
Some good men took him aside to prevent him from hurting himself. So, shall we play? First, you shall face Margrave Vladimir de Cray. The man can afford to lose, so he's likely to be reckless.
Let's do it.
Sorceress of yours, Guinevere.
One more round? When the cards come your way, you must spring on the opportunity. Your next opponent, Count Gomo Sealing. In his day, his father lost the family estate in the Nimnar Valley. Seems Gomo has followed in his footsteps. Yet, do not underestimate him. Desperate men can be dangerous.
Let's do it.
One more round? When the cards come your way, you must spring on the opportunity. Sir Marius Florin. They say he never loses thanks to his Zugelbone amulet. Naturally, I could tell you more on the subject, but...
Let's do it.
Bravo! The lovely
You'll not
lady
find
clearly
much
brings
to
you
do in
laughter.
Novigrad.
Hold her, keep her, never let her go.
Time to invest in newbies.
Bravo!
The Vagel
The
Hudson's
lovely
still
lady
abroad.
clearly
The
brings you
city is
laughter.
swarming with
Hold her,
rogues.
keep her, never
Novigrad
let
is
her
mad.
go.
Late for supper again. What a monstrosity.
On a clear day,
Getting old.
banners from the city.
It's not been seen around town in some time.
Word is he's made some enemies.
Are you listening
Turned
to
to
me,
Joel
Edward?
finally. Must have thought he'd get a second chance.
A second chance? Good one. Cemeteries are full of men who thought old Joel would give them a second chance.
Siggy, I'll be.
Geralt! Damn it all. How do you recognize me?
The mask. Dead giveaway.
Perfect, right? Could take it off and no one would know the difference.
Hey, Reuben.
Look at that. My favourite accomplice. What's this? Taking a day off from saving the world? Well, we've jested and laughed, but I've a sense you're in a hurry.
Really?
You know, Geralt, somehow I dislike running into you at parties. My bones start to ache, as if bad weather were approaching.
She wore a turkey mask to the last ball. Can you imagine?
Oh, my mother says the girl has a singular sense of humour. If you ask me, she's batty.
Stuffed peacock tongues. Oh, they inevitably get gas.
Eat up, dear.
Oh,
No
you
one will
still
notice
here?
in this crowd.
How dare you! Go away! How dare you!
Ah,
On a clear day, you can see Nilfgaard banners from the city walls.
So dress, Geralt.
Mark my words, I'll kick him out. That's another night without whore.
He's dead, isn't he?
On a clear day, you can see Nilfgaard banners from the city walls.
Well done, old chap. I'm not your son. So I told you.
Intolerance and superstition have always been a fool's remit. On a clear day, you can see Nilfgaard banners from the city walls.
Can't late breathe her again.
In spring,
Not the
the
mood.
roads were...
Excuse me a moment. Miss? Yes, it's me. The trout buyer? Oh, yes, of course. Please excuse the precautions, but perhaps we could speak somewhere in private. Thank you for agreeing to help. My valet warned me you might come with a friend. I'd prefer as few as possible knew of Albert's flight. But if you trust this man... Like no one else.
Any sign of the hunters recently?
Since they attacked my servant at the market, none. All has been quiet. But I bribed a man of the Temple Guard. He claims there's more and more talk of Albert in the ranks. How did the guardsmen learn about your son's interests to begin with? Unfortunately, I cannot be sure Albert himself was not the source, merely boasting about an experiment. He's careless that way. Like his father, a kind man but a dimwit, devoured by an Arrakis, I don't know if you've heard.
Yeah. Must have traveled far and wide.
Hardly. He attempted to breed them. Perhaps I should be pleased Albert adopted alchemy as his hobby. A safe one, relatively speaking. Until recently, that is.
Let's get Albert. Where is he?
Entertaining the guests. He's always been an outsized presence at my receptions. I preferred not to arouse any suspicions.
When can we take him away?
We shall have to wait until the guests have imbibed enough to notice only the goblet-laden trays. Don't fret, it won't be long.
Is your son ready to go? We'll have to act quickly.
Yes, I've seen to everything. Where will you take him?
You're better off not knowing any details. He'll be safe, I promise.
But...
Please, trust me. It's not the first time I've done this.
I know. Thank you.
How will we recognize him?
He's donned a panther mask. He knew you were due to come for him. Seemed rather excited, ironically. I'm afraid he's not fully comprehended the danger he faces. As I said, he's not terribly bright.
Don't worry about that. He'll fit right in with a good number of the other mages.
Geralt! Let's go find him.
I shall await word from you.
Let's look for Albert.
One nobly born with a whip for refusing to bow before a chapel. Mark my words, I'll trap out.
Been an offence tonight. Does the temple guard know what goes on there? Shh. The guard is well aware. And then a colossal boom.
Oh! Late for supper again.
Nothing. I leapt out of the way in time, naturally. But our hunting hounds are simply the best. Alchemy can be a dangerous sport. Yes, but they're superbly trained. Won't even whimper without my permission. Sit. Stay. And then a colossal boom. Yes?
Nice mask.
Rawr.
Albert Vegelbud?
No. I'm a Black Panther. Rawr.
Oh my, Count!
Your mom sent us, Mr. Panther.
Oh, so you are.
Yes. When can we leave the estate?
Well, Mama said it would be best to wait until everyone's drunk. Besides, there'll be fireworks later, a jolly good distraction. Once they've begun, I shall slip away, saunter into the garden. We'll meet in the hedge maze.
Be waiting for you there.
Very well. But first, you absolutely must try the Fiorano Rosé. Absolutely.
Hope Albert hasn't forgotten the reason for this whole get-together.
Wanna wait in the garden? I saw a nice spot there earlier.
I know this might sound modest, but our hunting hounds are simply the best.
They do seem fierce.
Yes, but they're superbly trained. Won't even whimper. Sit.
Mark my words.
The men of this family will scouring Vegelbud dying here. McCracken!
My, is he ever sotted?
On a clear day, you can see Nilfgaard's banners from the city wall.
Care to sit down for a spell?